We come here to verse 10 of the 6th chapter of the Gospel of John. Jesus has asked the disciples concerning the possibility of food to feed the massive crowd that's approaching him, and of course they're in a somewhat despairing situation. One of them has reported that there is a small boy there who has 5 barley loaves and a few little fish, but that of course is minuscule. It is utterly insufficient against such a crowd. And then, probably to the surprise of the disciples, we have the story continuing here. Epen, second aorist of lego, I say. This is the third person singular aorist active indicative. Epen, he said. Ho Jesus, Jesus said. And then, as if a direct quote, poiesata. Poiesata is the second person plural aorist active imperative. So it's from poieo, to make or to do, and so we'd render it make. It's a command, make. Tous anthropous, the accusative plural masculine article with anthropous, accusative masculine plural of anthropos, a man. But of course the word man here is not distinctively male, but rather it's man as in human. And that's important because later in the same text we're going to have andres, which is man as in male. And so these two words are obviously set by John in some degree of contrast with each other. So he's saying, in effect, make the people, the men generically speaking, anapesein. This is from anapipto. It means to sit down. Literally, it's ana, which can mean up, and pipto, which means to fall. And so you put them together, and it's kind of a gentle fall, you see, the idea. So to sit or to recline. This is the aorist infinitive of anapipto, and so make the men to sit down would be the idea of it. Make the people to sit down. Now, John adds this little explanatory comment, ein, from eimi. This is the first person singular imperfect active indicative, so we render it was, and the soft conjunction but was, and then kortos. Kortos is the word for grass. It's possible our word court, which can also stand for a garden, might be distantly related to this word. So in any event, there was grass, polus, adjective modifying grass. So there was much grass in. The preposition takes the dative, to, the dative of the article. This is the singular masculine, topo, the masculine noun that goes with it. So in to, topo, in the place. Topo, of course, topos, the word for place, our word topic comes from this, for example, and topography, other words of that nature. So, end of sentence, we move on from here. Anepasan. This is the same word that we had right above it here, anapipto. This is the third person plural, aorist active indicative. So they sat down, un, the conjunction, indeclinable, therefore they sat down. And then hoi andres. This, of course, is the word for man as in male. It's distinguished from gune, the Greek word for female or for woman. And so we understand that there were probably more of these anthropous up here than the andres down here. There were 5,000 men, and then another number were with them, which represented women and children, and they probably sat down separately in connection with this arrangement. Ton arithmon, of course the word arithmetic drawn from this, the number is the meaning of this. Hos, in this case meaning about. Pentakis about 5,000. And so Jesus commands the people to sit down. There's 5,000 men. There's a few others. We don't know how many, women and children, sitting presumably separately. They all sit down on the grass. There's about 5,000 of them. And now this story is, of course, going to become much more interesting as Jesus will multiply the very tiny amount of food at his disposal to feed all of these and satisfy them.